Hey, it's that time of year again. Time to bring the houseplants outside. It is really actually one of my favorite times of the year to, get outside again and let them breathe and grow and get strong. It's a lot of work though. I've got plants all over the house. Let's see. I like to create a pretty tropical feel in the backyard, and I do that by taking my tropicals outside. This is my, what do you call it? Sunroom. And got them all over the place. And I did a couple of experiments this year. So this canna, I usually overwinter in a basement room where it gets light and I water it a little bit. This year I tried to experiment to actually bring it up to the sunroom and see if I could keep it green and healthy. So you can tell by the leaves that it's not really happy, but I actually got blooms out of it during the winter months, and you can see there's new growth in there. So when I get it outside, I water it up, trim the brown leaves, and it'll be back in and happy again. And I actually keep it in my pond. So I've got a couple other cannas downstairs that I did overwinter downstairs that I'll be taking out today too to get them ready for the pond. This guy's super easy to take care of, inside or out. So this ficus I have had since 1979, and it's truly one of my longest relationships. So as you can tell, it's touching the ceiling now. This last spring, I took it out of the pot and aggressively trimmed the roots back and put it in fresh soil and let it go. And it didn't do a lot through the summer. I think it was like working on sending a lot of energy to the roots. And then actually late in the summer into the fall and over the winter, it actually leafed out fully. This year, I'm gonna, focus on the crown and bring the height down when I trim it back after I get it outside and get it reacclimated to being outside again. And I use a hand truck to move this rascal, so that's as big a pot as I will ever put it in. So now I'm just helping it to manage its size to remain healthy. As I said, I have plants stashed everywhere. I'm really excited to get this banana plant outside and see what it'll do. It's actually growing really well now, and they do like a lot of water. And this is a tropical hibiscus that I kept upstairs. I don't normally put it in the basement and try to get them to overwinter. This year I did another experiment, and I was able to keep it looking pretty healthy. It's getting a little leggy, but it bloomed several times during the winter months, which was really exciting. And there are buds on it now, and it's April, and that's just like really unheard of. So I'm happy about that. So happy about this plant, in fact, that I took some clippings, and they are rooting in my little humidity controlled shelter here, using that plastic container that I otherwise would have thrown out. So I've got a few plants upstairs, but I'm gonna start moving the plants. One thing that's really important about moving plants out for the summer is to first put them in an area where they will be pretty shaded. This allows them to acclimate themselves to the sunlight and not get burned. And I learned that the hard way. So luckily I have a large pine tree here. Wow. Just outside the house that shades this deck. And that comes in very conveniently. And look at my banana. Isn't that cool? And that's actually the second one. When I put it in this pot, there was another I guess you call them suckers, growing, and it didn't like to move, so it died back, and this guy popped up, and that's just beautiful. So I have to decide what I'm going to put that in. Oops, dang it. Well, this is actually from my father's funeral. I don't know what all those plants are, but they're pretty. And a couple more. I divided up this jade plant, and the pieces are doing well. I actually bought this as a gift that I never gave. Don't tell anybody I did that. And I got this at one of the big box stores, and it doesn't even say what kind of plant it is. It just says it's a tropical plant. And so they shouldn't do that. And here's my terrarium, I guess is what I was trying to come up with. Or greenhouse, rather. My portable little greenhouse. And these are the pieces of the tropical hibiscus that I'm propagating. So I haven't done the root test to see how well it's rooted, but they've been in there for, gosh, a month, 5 weeks. So they're probably ready to be repotted. So I bought this heavy-duty pan coaster thing for this plant last year. Let me see if I can get it to the door without my hand truck. He said hopefully. So. It wheels easily. It's getting caught up in the ceiling fan now because it's so big. All right. Here comes the big part. Okay, no hand truck. I got it out. I think I lost a little branch though. Yeah, I did. Sorry, tree. Isn't that something? So once it's out, I can kind of roll it around and get it where I want. And that's a big deal. Oh, so I've had this bird of paradise for, goodness, 15 years maybe. And I haven't gotten it to bloom. The year I got it, it bloomed and hasn't bloomed since. I'd love some tips on this if anybody has them. And now there are 3 plants in the pot. I think where it went wrong the first time was there was one plant and the pot it was in seemed to me too small because the roots were coming out of the top of the thing. And, some plants like their roots to be crowded. But now I think the multiple plants in one pot may be an issue. Here's another one that I got last summer, and it was one of those pre-planted is what I'm trying to say. Baskets where, you hope it does okay, because I don't know why these, if these 3 things in it are supposed to be there. The bird of paradise won that battle, and this one's been beautiful, and it's been beautiful ever since. It grew through the winter in the house. So I think it's going to do okay outside this year, and I'm not going to repot that one. But this one, I think so. So here's a room in the basement where I keep my other cannas, and the deal with these is I bring them in before the water gets to freezing. Usually when it's around 50 degrees ish, and put them in containers, water them about once a month, and they get through the winter fine. This year, actually, there's more green leaves than I normally get. And again, I'll take them outside, remove the dead material, let them acclimate for about a week before I put them back in the water, and they'll take off. The one on the left, this guy will get up to like 6 feet tall by the middle of the summer, and the blooms are at the end of that 6 feet, like above the 6 feet. It's really they're really kind of spectacular. These are, I guess, 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet, with reddish kind of blooms. The one on the left has these purple and white flowers that are really quite nice, particularly because they're so high off the ground. Yeah, looks pretty okay. And here we are outside with the cannas that will go into the pond. So, upcoming videos, I'll do an update on the pond, how I built it, do the whole filter cleaning thing, and put the flowers in, the cannas in, and I guess I'll do a video on the pool opening. I get a lot of views on my pool maintenance videos, so maybe I'll do one of those. Or a few of those. Opening the pool's a process. And they'll be out here for a week or so under the tree, reacclimating to being outside. I should probably move that one closer to the house so it gets less light. It's pretty dark green. Yeah, I'll do that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.